Did you know that the average person has over 6,000 thoughts a day? And here's the kicker, many of those thoughts go unnoticed, yet they shape how we feel, how we act, and show up in our life. In midlife, when we're balancing health, family, work, and personal goals, those unnoticed thoughts can either help or hinder us. So let's talk about this. Grab your smoothie or a cup of tea and join the conversation. Let's go. Hey there. So, welcome to How to Be Fit Over 40 Midlife Conversations with Hicunni. So, we're talking about something simple but incredibly powerful. Dun, 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 your thoughts. So, bringing awareness to your thoughts means paying attention to what's running through your mind. What's going on in there? Especially when there are automatic thoughts that we don't often question, right? So, first, we had some homework. Last week, we talked about making a commitment to a small, healthy habit. So, did you do your homework? Make sure you text me at 864-406-9109 and let's chat about it. All right. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go back to the previous episode and listen and then do the homework and then come back here. All right. So in midlife, many people struggle with negative self-talk or beliefs like, I'm too old, or I'm too old to start something new, or this is just how it is right now. Have you heard people talk about that? Well, just recognizing and redirecting those thoughts can completely shift how you approach your health and wellness goals. So, just thinking back, I remember when I caught myself thinking that it's too late to start fitness goals. Oh, I'm hitting the midlife. People talk about the midlife crisis and all that stuff. But that one thought, of course, if I would have allowed it to, could have held me back from all the things that I accomplished so far. So once I started really honing in, okay, these are limiting beliefs and I cannot keep hanging on to those. It's like baggage, Did you grow up in an age where we had like the big backpacks? They used to kind of weigh you down. You had so many books in there. And it's just like when you finally was like, okay, enough is enough. Let me get this rolling book bag. I don't know if that was you. Maybe that was just me. But I digress. But when you finally start paying attention to those limiting beliefs, things will change, right? You have to be the change that you want to see, right? So before we get into all the action, let's share a note from our sponsor. So this podcast is sponsored by Time for Wellness LLC. So the quote for today is, your thoughts have power. Use them wisely. All right, let's get back to it. So let's get into some very, very actionable tips that you can start right away to make sure that you can take control of your thoughts once and for all. Number one, you want to pause and observe. So the first step is to pause and notice your thoughts throughout the day. So if it's like setting a timer where you do the stop method, or just pick a moment like during mealtime or before bed to ask yourself, what am I thinking about right now? So becoming aware of your thoughts, it helps you spot negative patterns like doubt and worry. The second tip is to challenge the negative, right? When you notice a negative or limiting thought, ask yourself, is this really true? Is there another way to look at this? Because many of the limiting beliefs are based on assumption. You know what it means. What happens when you assume? You know that? I'm not going to say it. But many limiting beliefs are based on assumptions, not facts. So making sure you challenge them which can open up a huge, huge switch in mindset and opens up new possibilities for you. And then number 3 is replace them with a positive reframe. So once you've challenged a thought, replace it with something empowering. So one example is instead of saying, I'm too old to do this, you can try. I know it's not funny. I chuckle at a lot of things, you guys, but I chuckle because I've done this stuff and it really, really is a game changer. So instead of saying, I'm too old to do this, try, I have experience and wisdom that makes me uniquely capable of doing this. You have experience, you have wisdom. So this makes you capable. You are more than capable of doing that thing, whatever that thing, fill in the blank, whatever that thing is. So reframing your thoughts, it won't just happen overnight. It's continuous practice. You have to be consistent with it in order to shift your mindset because that negative mindset didn't arrive overnight. It was the little things that built up. So making sure you switch that, it's going to take some time to build up. Okay? So with me, I started noticing a huge difference once I made this a habit. So when I caught myself in a spiral of negative thoughts, I could take a pause, take a stop, reflect, and then redirect my thoughts to something more empowering. Now, this doesn't mean ignoring the real challenges. It just means you are approaching them differently. You're having a different perspective that's more positive, more clear, and it brings more of that higher vibe mindset. So, your SMART goal, we do SMART goals here, okay? For the next 7 days or however many days you want to add on, I want you to set a timer or a reminder on your phone. Maybe start with once a day and then you can work your way up to 3 once a day, and you're going to ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Now, if you catch a negative thought, try to reframe it, all right? I want you to track this. You can put it in your phone, track this practice, and see how it affects your mood and energy. I'm telling you, I can't give a guarantee, but you will start seeing something different, all right? And I want you to be able to share that with me next time just to see how it went. So this is something, again, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. You're focusing on building powerful habits. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, remember, if this resonates with you, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also leave a review and just let me know what you think about these episodes. All right, so next time we'll dive into how self-care starts with some mirror work. So until next time, nutrition is more than what you eat and the weight that you carry. Bye for now.